Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now is the fact that I think it would be a really good idea for you to stock up on more rice. This was brought to my attention by a community member, and this is her suggestion, to stock up on more rice. And this is why. In India, on Thursday, they ordered a halt to its largest rice export category in a move that will roughly have, and that's have, okay, shipments by the world's largest exporter of the grain, triggering fears of further inflation on global food markets. The government said it is imposing a ban on non-basmati white rice after retail rice prices climbed 3% in a month. After late but heavy monsoon rains caused significant damage to crops. Now, India accounts for more than 40% of the world's rice exports, and low inventories and other exporters means any cut in shipments could inflate food prices, already driven up by the invasion, last year, and also erratic weather. So in order to ensure adequate availability of non-basmati, so this is just regular, like long grain white rice, so non-basmati white rice in the Indian market, and to allay the rise in prices in the domestic market, the government of India has amended the export policy. So, and that was said by the Food Ministry in a statement that cited 11.5% increase in retail prices over the next 12 months. So the category impacted is non-basmati, white, and broken rice, accounted for around 10 million tons of a total of 22 million tons of Indian rice exports last year. The government clarified late on Thursday that parboiled rice, which represented 7.4 million tons of exports in 2022, was not included in the ban. So, like the stuff that was already put out there, that's not included. It's all the new stuff that is coming out now, okay? There's not going to be anything else. There's not going to be any more coming out. Okay, so whatever is out, don't be crazy. Don't do the stockpile of the toilet paper of 2020, okay? Just go out and buy a bag, like a 25-pound bag or more, okay? You know, limit yourself to 25 pounds or even 50 pounds, and that's that. You know what I mean? Don't go nuts. So the move demonstrates the sensitivity of the government of Prime Minister Narendra, and that's Narendra, Modi, M-O-D-I, to food inflation ahead of the general election that is nearly next year. And his administration has extended a ban on wheat exports after curbing rice shipments in September of 2022. And it also capped sugar exports as well this year as cane yields have dropped. So let's get, maybe another 25 or 50 pounds of rice. And you know what? Pick up an extra 10 or so pounds of sugar, okay? Even if you don't use sugar, it doesn't hurt to have it on hand, So, and then wheat also. So if you want to get some AP flour, it doesn't hurt to have some AP flour. It really doesn't, because bread, pasta, I'm thinking out loud here. So India would disrupt the global rice market with far greater velocity than Ukraine did with the wheat market with the invasion, right? So rice is a staple for more than 3 billion people, and nearly 90% of the water-intensive crop is produced in Asia, where the El Nino weather pattern usually brings lower rainfall. But global prices are already hovering at their highest level in 11 years. So the sudden ban on the exports would be very painful for buyers who cannot replace the shipments from any other country. So there's, while we have Thailand and we also have Vietnam, they don't have enough inventories to plug the shortfall. And African buyers would be most affected by India's decision, adding that many countries will urge New Delhi to resume shipments as well. So other top buyers of Indian rice include Benin, and that's Benin, Senegal, and that's Senegal, the Ivory Coast, Togo, Guinea, Bangladesh, and Nepal. And the ban would be effective from July 20th, which, was just the other day. But vessel underloading would be allowed for exports. So the water damage, let's talk about that. Okay, the weather damage and the water damage. So heavy rainfall in northern parts of India over the last few weeks has damaged newly planted crops in states including Punjab and Haryana, and that's Haryana. And many farmers have had to replant, and rice paddy fields in the northern states have been submerged for over a week, and that's destroying the newly planted seedlings and forcing farmers to wait for waters to recede so they can replant. And in other rice, major rice growing states, farmers have prepared paddy nurseries, but have been unable to transplant the seedlings due to inadequate rainfall. So the area under the rice cultivation had been expected to increase after New Delhi. They raised the rice purchase of the price, but farmers so far have planted rice paddies on an area 6% smaller than they did in 2022. And this week, the prices of rice exported from Vietnam, the world's third largest exporter after India and Thailand, it soared after their largest, or highest, I should say, in more than a decade, on growing supply concerns due to El Nino. So Vietnam's 5% broken rice was offered at $515 to $525 per metric unit, which is its highest since 2011. India's 5% broken parboiled variety hover near a 5-year peak at $421 to $428 per metric ton. And buyers may move to Thailand and Vietnam, but their 5% broken rice could cost $600 per metric ton. And China and the Philippines, who generally buy Vietnamese and Thai rice, Thai is Thai, Thai rice, will be forced to pay substantially higher prices. And, this is something that we all have in our pantries. So I feel that, and this community member feels that we should all stock up just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. So rice, maybe maybe 10 more pounds of sugar, and a couple bags of flour, just to be on the safe side. Okay. All right, guys, I'm out of here. All right. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.